Major warning signs right now on this Bitcoin chart, and we have to be very, very careful here. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to click that bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely Bitcoin updates on YouTube. So let's get right into this chart. This is the first weekend in the past 3 weeks that we have not seen a pump over the weekend, going from Friday into Saturday. And one of the reasons why this is so significant is because we are indeed coming up into the zone of key resistance. And not only are we coming up into the zone of key resistance, but when we take a look at our 4-hour time frame, we are seeing the dreaded upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern, where as the price is getting higher and higher into key resistance, as can be seen right here on our chart, we can see that market cipher B is getting lower with the red pepperoni nipples printing lower every single time, as well as the money flow getting lower here as the price is getting higher into key resistance. This is actually very, very bearish. We can see clearly the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried pattern. In addition to that, the 4-hour market cipher B has broke down below this trend line. We can see that the momentum waves here were actually forming higher lows, and we've officially now broken that trend. And a lot of times you'll notice when the oscillator breaks a trend, it can actually lead to more follow through. Now, we were ready and prepared for this zone of resistance here over in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, which is why we gave the short setup. And by the way, if you do want to join the VIP Casper Crew Discord, where we do multiple live streams every single weekday, we gave the setup from 16.3 from the bottom in advance. We gave the short setup from $24,000-ish in advance. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. We also give scalp trades, day trades, levels every single day. It's a great community for learning. Also, if you want to take advantage of this volatility by trading on ByBit with 0% limit fees, you can check out the affiliate link in the description. I'm having a special promotion for 0% limit fees. It's actually a really good deal if you know what you're doing and you want to take advantage of this volatility. If you're day trading or scalping, it really helps you save a lot on fees. Of course, if you don't know how to trade, please don't ever think about trading on ByBit. First, learn how to trade. Make sure you have some kind of strategy. Otherwise, you will lose absolutely everything. So as we're coming up to this key zone of resistance, another thing we are seeing is volume decreasing, which is very significant as we continue to get higher and higher. There is just less trading going on. People are uncertain. And typically when we see volume come lower and lower and lower, it leads to a very explosive move. Now you might think to yourself, Jason, you're coming out very, very bearish right here. Well, the truth is, guys, I'm actually still holding multiple long positions on Bitcoin right now. I'm still holding multiple longs, even the long from $16,300, because there is a very good chance that we could see higher prices, but we need to be zooming in locally to actually see what could possibly happen here. Now, if we do take a look at the 1-hour time frame, we can see something very, very interesting, which is this. As we are getting this low volume coming in here, it's kind of squeezing to a point, we are forming a potentially bullish pattern. This is a bull pennant forming here from basically that first impulse that we got to the upside. If we go ahead and just drag our trend line from that first major impulse that we got to the top, and then we extrapolate on the breakout, we can see that we will be coming to that August high at $25,214. The reason why this is so intriguing to me and so potentially still bullish to me, even though we are printing these bearish patterns on the medium-term timeframes, is because of the fact that we do still have key resistance above us. In fact, if we take a look over here at the ByBit chart, ByBit USD, we see something very, very interesting as it pertains to volume, right? If we take a look at the volume profile that traded over here since May to our present day, we can say that the volume area high is actually still above us right now. We never actually hit into that key volume level, and it just makes so much sense, having lost the volume level to the downside and then getting moved back inside, that we will actually fill it to the top. So there is key resistance still above us, and we are forming some bullish patterns. So how are we going to determine whether or not we are actually going to get a move to the upside or get a move to the downside? In order to do that, we need to go down to a more local time frame. So I'm going to go back to the 1-hour time frame, and we're just going to be looking, first of all, at this channel that we have been trading for the past few weeks. We've been going from the low to the high, to the low, to the high. what we have to understand is whenever we are looking at any asset, it is always going to be establishing some kind of sideways range. That is what is going to allow us to buy low and sell high, right? That is how we were able to take the short from up here. That is how we were able to take the long trade from down here. Setups given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And by the way, if you want to learn how to trade this way, there is a 20% discount on the course right now. This course is literally changing the way thousands of people approach the charts, taking newbies, getting them profitable, even sometimes within a year or less. So make sure to check this out. We'll give you that clear point A to point B system so that you can actually do this right instead of just gambling away your money. 20% discount in the description if you are interested. So as long as we don't lose these lower supports, I'm actually still going to be bullish on Bitcoin. I'm literally just giving myself an if-then scenario. If the Bitcoin price does not lose this lower support, then I will still be looking for higher prices. We can go ahead and add even more confluence to the chart right now and see that we are coming down to a very, very key level of support, which is this. We have a Fibonacci golden pocket, we have the bottom of that channel, and we also have the value area high of the range that we have been trading for 2 weeks. If the Bitcoin price does not get acceptance below the $23,000 level, that is showing us that the market wants to push us to higher prices. $23,000 is very, very key. If we can hold that level, which we have been holding since Friday, then I do believe we could get that breakout to see that $25,000 Bitcoin. Now, if we lose $23,000, then the next major zone that we need to be aware of is losing the lows that we put in right here at around $22.3 thousand. If we lose $22.3 thousand, what this means is now on a higher term time frame, like the 4-hour, we are officially changing market structure from a bullish uptrend to now a bearish downtrend, having officially now put in a lower low, right? So we need to be looking locally at market structure. If we're holding support, that's bullish. If we're putting in a lower low, that is bearish. This is how we are going to basically form our bias to determine which way should we be looking to trade the market. Is there a reason for us to get overly bearish? Is there a reason for us to get overly bullish? Okay. Now, if we lose that $22.3 thousand, then we can be looking for a major pullback. And the first zone of support that I would be looking at if we do get a major pullback is going to be this one right here. Okay, around the $21.3 to $21.6 thousand level. This is the pre-FTX dump support resistance flip where we also have a Fibonacci golden pocket. This would be a pretty nice move to the downside that would shake out a lot of the weak hands, people who FOMO'd long at the top, a nice 10% pullback, which would really reset the market, allow things to cool off on our oscillators, and then we could get a nice bounce to the upside. Now, again, if we don't hold that, the next major zone is going to be the $18.6 to $19,000 level. Key support resistance flip, guys. We can see it was support back in June, support in August and September and October, and then was our resistance in December. And here's the thing, if we do come down to these zones, this is how we're going to know that we are going to get a bounce from here. We're going to be looking at our oscillator. Specifically, I like to look at the 4-hour when this thing cools off and we get the momentum waves coming down, and we actually start to see now the momentum coming back up, forming a pattern like this as the price is coming down to key support, giving us that coveted uneven butt cheek pattern with that very juicy, nice and juicy around the left butt cheek on the left-hand side, and then that nice skinny butt cheek on the right-hand side, that skinny butt cheek that smokes too much with the veins popping out of her neck. You know what I'm talking about? She works at the diner as a waitress. Hey, Dolores, get over here. This guy needs another cup of coffee, right? That's how we're going to be approaching this price action. One last scenario that we do need to be aware of that's, I guess, not necessarily bullish or bearish, but one last scenario that we do need to be aware of is if we start to break out of this bull pennant here, we do right now have our local Fibonacci golden pocket retracement coming right back in at $23,900, which, by the way, is a very, very key level. $23,900 was resistance once, resistance twice. We came above it, and so we just need to be aware of that level for potentially now putting in a lower high to then come back down to hit some of those lower zones of support. So guys, be careful in these areas. Please, if you are trading, make sure to take profit while you are in profit. Make sure to have a plan before taking any position. These are the times where traders get wrecked. These uncertain times where the charts are giving us mixed signals. Make sure to have a plan. That's it for today's video, guys. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, the Messiah. I pray everybody is very, very blessed in multiple ways. Even if you're not religious, that is fine with me. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell. I will see everybody in that next video. Peace, y'all.